Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for March 3rd of 2025 is titled Blue Ghost on the Moon. So what do we see here? Well, here we see the Blue Ghost spacecraft. Well, not the craft itself, but actually a shadow of it as it is cast on the surface of the moon. Now, the Blue Ghost just landed on the moon yesterday, and it was the first ever successful commercial landing on the surface of our moon. So it's working with NASA and providing some specific equipment and landing NASA equipment on the moon, but is not specifically a NASA flight. So now we have commercial landings on the moon. It's intended to have a 60-day mission or 2 months worth on the moon. And that's essentially 2 lunar days and 2 lunar nights for the spacecraft to explore. And it's going to do a number of different things, including studying the lunar dust. So by spraying out material to kick up some dust on the moon, it can then capture the lunar dust for study. It also is going to have a telescope there, and the telescope is Lexi. And that is an X-ray telescope that is going to be able to study Earth. And we want to look at Earth. Earth doesn't emit a lot of X-rays except up in its magnetosphere. And that shows us the interaction of the charged particles from the sun, from things like solar flares, and the Earth's magnetic field. And that can give us a better understanding of how our magnetic field actually protects Earth and how that works in terms of protecting us from solar flares that are sent in our direction. We often get to see the wonderful aurora that they cause, but without our magnetosphere, those flares could be much more damaging to life on Earth. Now it's also going to as part of the Artemis program, and that is scheduled to bring humans back to the moon for the first time since 1972, when the Apollo 17 craft left the surface of the moon, to return humans there in 2027. So a couple of years from now, we may have humans walking on the surface of the moon for the very first time in well over 50 years. So this is the Blue Ghost. And again, we see its shadow there landed on the moon, and it will be working over the next couple of months to really get its studies as the first of these type of craft that will be landed on the moon. And there are others scheduled to really be able to help with the future human landings on the moon coming up in just a few years. So that was our picture of the day for March 3rd of 2025. It was titled Blue Ghost on the Moon. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be quadruple alignment. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.